What's going on, gamers? I'm Coach Solomon coming at you with another awesome GGO Minecraft workout. In today's lesson, I'll be following up on those previous offensive PvP techniques by showing how to better play defensively when fighting mobs or players. Learning this at the prep stage of our Minecraft survival roadmap will better help you learn to micromanage your items and play with patience. Something that's extremely crucial when dealing with player characters or those threatening mob bosses. And by the end of this workout, you'll get to practice and experience varied ways to defend yourself from oncoming attacks and how to gain the upper hand when fighting. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. Now that we booted up the game, let's begin today's workout with a nice starter warm-up, shall we? Like our previous PvP workout, I want us to enter a creative world with cheats on, so we can spawn and manipulate the world to better showcase the lessons today. You can also join any pre-existing creative world you made if you'd like to as well. Now that we're spawned in, open up the creative inventory and grab a diamond sword, a diamond axe, a shield, 64 arrows, a bow, 64 stake for hunger, 64 vindicator eggs, and 64 pillager eggs. The reason why I'm switching from the normal zombies and skeletons to these villager mobs is because they act a lot more offensively compared to the slow and undead fellas we're all too used to dealing with by now. To finish off our warm-up, find yourself a nice space of open land to begin today's drills. Try to find a spot with some nice hills and a few trees that we'll be able to utilize for the drills today. Alright, once you have your gear and found a nice open spot, then we'll move on to the first drill. The first main tip I want to showcase today for our practice is the use of your shield. This rectangular plank of ironed wood is gonna be your saving grace and main ally when defending yourself. Typically, when a player or mob is playing extremely offensively, it means they have a health advantage and are trying to secure the win. So, a defensive player will need to play the waiting game, and a shield comes super handy for this exact situation. Shielding when enemies are trying to perform flurries at you is a great way to heal up and prepare your next move. But don't get too comfortable in that blocking position, because one good swing of the enemy's axe will disable it for around 5 seconds, and one more hit could just kill you. When a player is using their axe on your blocks, try retaliating with sword hits to push them back, or even running away only to turn around suddenly with your bow and arrow ready to shoot. These are both very viable and simple to accomplish defensive maneuvers to get the offensive enemy away from you. Let's end this drill by spawning a couple of these illagers around and entering survival mode to practice these moves like so. You'll see that the Vindicators come with axes and are very fast, so you're gonna have to try some of those broken shield techniques. The Pillagers will try to snipe you with their bows too, so lots of movement and, like I said earlier, patience is key. The second important defensive tip I want to go over today is the power of your environment. Playing defensive doesn't just mean that your offensive player has a health advantage, but that you're likely at a disadvantage too. Fortunately, utilizing the environments around you is a fast way to get the upper hand. These methods can be as easy as running in zigzags away from your enemy to throw them off, block placing while sprint jumping so it's harder to trail you, or sprint hopping under leaf blocks from trees if you're in a forest biome. These methods help you evade oncoming attacks and throw off the attacker from you. This will lend you time to eat and heal, get an item from your inventory, or just generally prepare your next move. A big factor is by using the high ground technique. This is where you scale up a hill or a ridge, and as your enemy tries to follow you up there, you jump over them and get a flurry of hits on your way back down. Ensuring you jump behind them can give you greater odds because the opponent will have to turn around. Things like water, lava, cobwebs, and other natural items in your world are useful to evade offensive attacks too, but these are just a few of the most reliable ways to play defensive. Let's end this drill by practicing some of these escaping techniques on the Illagers. Spawn a few around your area and enter survival mode to begin the practice. You can even incorporate some of the other elements from drill 1 into your evading. Once you feel better in tune with your attacks and flow, then we'll move over to some guided practice. Alright gamers, now that we've had some time to practice our defensive and evasive positioning, let's take the next 15 minutes or so to try them out with a little guided independent practice. If you'd like a little bit of a break from your survival world and want some more core player versus player practice, then feel free to join me in play.pvplegacy.net or any other appropriate PvP server of your choosing and get some games in. You can do teams, duos, 1v1s, kit PvP, whatever you feel like to get the fighting juices flowing. Make sure to focus on playing patiently though, and taking the time to read your enemy's attacks, not just attacking when you want to or feel like. Lots of Minecraft players like to fight very aggressively and offensively, so hanging back and going in when viable is a great way to come out on top. For our survival focused players, come join me into our Minecraft survival world where we will spend another full day in survival focusing on getting shields. You may already have one on you, but getting an extra is just as important. Any mob encounters you come across, try to play it more patiently as well, reading their attacks, waiting for them to act first, etc. Once the sun shines on a new day, then we can wrap up and reflect on today's progress. Great job today, gamers! Whether you found some iron and wood for a shield, or fought your way through player after player, you all made some excellent strides in your combat skills. After today's lesson, ask yourself these essential questions. How many times did I get my shield disabled? Am I blocking too much or not attacking enough? Was I evading properly or losing more health doing so? How can I better hone these defensive abilities to gain the upper hand? All of these topics and more will be brought up very soon in our Minecraft survival roadmap. Thank you all so much for tuning into today's epic GGO Minecraft workout. I've been Coach Solomon, and I hope to see you all next time.